to my channel. So at the end of last week I was desperately trying to decide what to do on my nails for the weekend. I wasn't going out anywhere special, I just decided I wanted some really nice nails. And because of the wet and miserable weather we'd had here, I wanted something bright and sparkly to try and encourage the sun to come out and play. And I thought, what better colour for the sun than yellow? So I've used a combination of fine and chunky glitters from Glitterati Nails, and these have just been applied over top of my Builder in a Bottle gel overlays from the Gel Bottle Ink. As with all my videos, I will leave links to where you can get the products that I have used in the description box below. And if you would like to see how I've created these sunshine sparkly nails, then keep watching. So I'm going to do tutorials for these 3 nails today, and then that covers the 3 different designs that I have incorporated into this manicure. And the first nail I'm going to do is my index finger. And for that one, I decided to use a product that I've had for quite a while now, but only used a couple of times, but I do absolutely love it. And that is Crystal Pixie. And this is the Cute Mood Crystal Pixie, and I absolutely love it. So it's tiny crystals that you can sprinkle onto the nail and create that gorgeous effect. And for this design, because we're going for sunshine yellow, I've done this over a yellow gel polish, and the gel polish I'm using is Primrose Glow by Gelaze, which is the brand from Essential Nails. So I'm going to apply 2 coats of this, curing each coat for 45 seconds in my LED lamp, and then we'll be back. So my 2 coats of colour are now cured, and I really like this pastel yellow for spring summer. If I was going to use it as a colour on its own, I would probably do 3 coats, but because we're putting the Crystal Pixie over it, it doesn't matter that it's a little bit streaky in places. So what I'm going to do now is apply 1 coat of a no wipe top coat, and the top coat I'm going to use is the one from the Gel Bottle Ink. This is my favourite no wipe top coat, and we're going to sprinkle the Crystal Pixie into the wet layer. Now I prefer to use a no wipe top coat because if you use one that still has a tacky layer, once you've cured it, any gaps between the little crystals are still tacky, but it's really hard to wipe that, and you'll just end up getting little bits of fluff and dirt and horrible things stuck in there, and it will completely ruin your manicure. So by using a no wipe top coat, we don't have to worry that there's still some tackiness to it. So I'm going in with 1 coat across the whole nail. I'm not going to worry too much about capping the free edge because I don't really want crystals stuck round there, because it's going to create a really rough edge to it, and I don't want that. So I'm just going with 1 coat across the surface of the nail, like so. And then I'm going to take my Crystal Pixie, take the lid off, and using the top of the tray that it comes in, I'm just going to sprinkle it across the nail, just making sure it's all covered. And I tend to turn my nail to make sure I get down both sides and right up to the tip, and so the whole thing is covered. And when I'm sort of happy, I'm just going to tap off any excess like so. And then I'm just very carefully going to push any round the edge in so that it's a bit flat around the sides. And I'm just then going to check and make sure everything is covered nicely. And if it's not, I can just apply a little bit more to those areas that need a bit more coverage. So, like so. Then again, I'm just going to tap it off and just neaten up around the edge. Any that aren't really stuck down will just fall off. And then we're going to cure that in my LED lamp for 30 seconds, sorry. So next I'm going to do my middle finger. And for that one, I'm going to have a glittery fade similar or the same as my little finger. And for that, I have used from Glitterati Nails Banana Cream from the Milkshake collection. And this is sort of a multi-cut glitter, so there's different sizes in there. And I've had this a while and I've not used it, so I was inspired to give it a go. So what I've done is I've actually put some into a pot to make it easier. And I'm going to need a glitter brush and my duster brush for this. So I'm going to apply, again, a thin coat of my no wipe top coat. It doesn't have to be a no wipe one for this because we are going to be top coating again, but it's just the one I use. And I'm going to flash cure this for about 5 seconds. Once that's flash cured, I'm just going to put a little bit of the glitter on my glitter brush and I'm going to just pat it in at the tip. Now don't worry, this is not a great coverage. This is just giving me an idea of where I want my sort of my fade to sit and be. And it does just give you a bit of a fade to it. And then, just dust that off, I'm going to top coat again. And this time I'm just going to float over. I don't want a really thick coat. Just going to float it over. Don't worry if you drag a little bit down. We can just move that up like so. I'm just going to wipe that brush off before I put it back in. And now into that wet glitter, using a cuticle pusher, I'm going to scoop up some of this glitter and I'm going to just sprinkle it over there, like so. And I want a little bit more of that free edge, so I'm just going to. Once I've sprinkled the glitter on and I'm happy with it, I'm just going to gently pat it down at the side and just like so. Remembering though that it is still wet, so we don't want to disturb that too much. And then I'm going to cure that one for 30 seconds in my LED lamp. So now that one's fully cured, I'm just going to go over it with my glitter duster brush and get rid of any excess that's not stuck down. And once you've done that, that one is ready to top coat, but I'm going to top coat all together at the end. So we're going to move on to the ring finger. And for the ring finger and the thumb, I've gone for a full glitter. And for that, I've used, again from Glitterati Nails, this Sunflower Fine Glitter. And I've done this straight over my Builder Gel overlays and the coverage is absolutely amazing. So just like with the other glitter, I have put some of this into a little pot because it makes it a lot easier to apply. And again, I'm going to do a thin layer of my top coat, and all of my nails have that peel off base coat, which I use when I'm doing gel manicures because it's so much easier to change after a few days if I want to. And then again, using my cuticle pusher, I'm going to scoop up some of this gorgeous yellow glitter and I'm just going to sprinkle that into that tacky, or sorry, that wet layer of polish. And we want to make sure that everything is completely covered, so you just, a bit like with the Crystal Pixie, I'm just going to move my finger around so that I know both sides are covered right to the tip. Check the other side. There we go. And then we're going to cure that in the lamp for 30 seconds again. And once that's all cured, just like with the other nail, I'm going to go over with my glitter duster brush and I'm going to dust off any excess glitter. I'm gonna just dust off underneath as well, so I'm nice and clean. And now we're gonna go in with the top coat. Now, because I've used quite a chunky glitters and I've sprinkled, I want a really good coverage of top coat. So what I do first when I'm working with glitters like this is I go in with a coat of the Gel Bottle Ink rubber top coat, and this is one of the Builder in a Bottle gel range, so it's a lot thicker than a normal top coat, as you can see there. So I just go over each nail with this. I don't want loads, I just want enough to cover the nail all the way. So I'm going to do both nails with this, and then I will cure it for 30 seconds in my LED lamp. So once they are all cured, I'm going to take off the tacky layer. Just going to make sure it's all completely off. And then I'm going to use just a 180 grit file. Don't need anything too heavy, and I'm just going to file round the edge of each nail to get rid of any lumpy bumpy bits that we don't want. And then I'm going to refine over the top of this top coat, just to make sure the nail's not too thick and it's got a nice smooth surface. So I'm going to do that off camera and then we'll be back. So they're all filed and refined, so they've got a much nicer, smoother shape to them, and I've just given them a quick dust off. But I'm going to now give both of those nails a wipe over with just some pure acetone, just to get rid of any dust, and then we are ready to top coat. And I'm now going to top coat these with my no wipe top coat, and I'm also going to just go around the free edge of my Crystal Pixie nail, just to keep those ones on the edge in place, and then I will cure this for 30 seconds. And here are the finished nails. So obviously after I've top coated and they've been out of the lamp for a minute or so, I will go in with my cuticle oil, but I will do that when I finish filming today. And I'm really pleased with how they turned out. I spent forever trying to decide what I was going to do on my nails for the weekend, and I went through, shall I do some stamping, shall I add some Swarovskis, what colour shall I do, and I just knew I wanted something bright and sparkly, and I definitely feel like I've achieved that. And that yellow glitter is just absolutely gorgeous. It sparkles so much under the light, and I'm hoping if we do get some sunshine, we'll see it really sparkle in the sun. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video and maybe picked up one or two tips. If you have, please leave me any comments and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. As with all my tutorials, I will leave links to where you can buy all of these products in the description box below. And until the next video, bye for now.